Upcoming Norwegian DJ Meera has been making a big impact on the electronic music scene recently. With her blend of Afro house and melodic techno, she's already seen support from the likes of Kinda Music, Black Coffee, and Damien Lazarus. Hey guys, this is Dom from Rhythm HQ, and in this video, we're going to be focusing in on sound design for the lead synth in Meera's track, No Title Yet. So without further ado, let's jump into Ableton and see how I remade this sound. Okay, so to start with, let's just play a side-by-side comparison of the original track and my remake. So I'm just gonna flick between them quickly to avoid copyright, so let's go. So as you can hear, I've got it pretty similar, pretty close, maybe with a bit more EQing and additional work, I could get it exactly the same. But let's just go into the synth now. So I've got Serum 2 open here. And the synth on its own sounds like this. I'm going to be teaching you how to make that nice gritty lead synth. So to start with, let's just init the preset. And we have this. I'm not going to go exactly into the pattern for now. You can just, if you're remaking a synth or a part of music from a reference, you can just use your ears to come up with the notes. It's not a complicated pattern. So let's just go into Serum 2, and first thing we're going to do is go to Val, and we're going to select ML Add iFunk, which sounds like this. And I was working for hours trying to figure out how to get the gritty texture, and I came up with this method. So if we add LFO 1 to the fine tuning, and we increase the BPM to 1/64 and set it to free so that it's just going to keep working regardless of the note we're playing. So let's just hear what this sounds like. And you can hear that it's already sounding a bit more gritty. Let's increase the octave. Hopefully you can hear that now. It's like a nice, gritty, distorted texture now that we have on this sound. I'm just going to add another one, so another wavetable. We're going to go one octave again and also increase this one 7 semitones. And the trick I found was to balance the levels of these two. I was working for hours trying to figure out the right wavetable and then also the notes. And if you're wanting to dial in the grittiness, you can just, or you can increase it to 1/128. I like 1/64 personally. So from here, let's add some noise. So we're going to do level, and we're going to set it to mod source, note on random. Then from there, that's going to add random noise. Adds even more grittiness. Let's also add a filter. Send both of the wavetables here. Just hear the reference. So the reference is about an octave higher, I think. Actually too high. So it's all to do with the way you dial in these settings here. This was the closest wavetable I could find to that sound. It's probably not exactly perfect. She may have actually been using a sample in her track. But let's just continue working on this sound. So I'm going to add some reverb. I'm going to cut out the lows. Let's actually turn up the sound here. Do some work on the envelope. So another thing you can do to add even more distortion and texture is by using Unison. So that's what I've done here. But I noticed her sound wasn't very wide. As you can hear, it's really difficult to actually nail this sound. Let's add some distortion here. So go to distortion. Liking how this sound is sounding. From here, I'll just add a tiny bit of compression. I think actually 1/128 may be better. Just mixing this reverb. Add some delay. So I think this is actually pretty close. In terms of the other elements, we've got just a kick drum that I made in Serum, and then a bunch of shakers and top loops, and then the bass is just... The bass is just like a continuous note that I filtered out. So hopefully you guys found this useful. The main takeaway is when you're trying to remake a sound, always start with a wavetable that sounds relatively close to the sound you're looking for, or a sample. If you want to make it gritty, then use LFO 1, send it to the fine tuning, and then adjust to taste. And then from there, it's just about dialing in the levels, the compression, distortion, and any effects you want to add. So hopefully you guys found this useful and you can go ahead and remake this synth to make some really nice new tracks. And I will see you soon with a new video. Hope you have a good day.